The following video will cover the Heavensward Summoner job quest spanning levels 50 to 60. In the quest, A Fitting Tombstone, Ymitra tells you that after your adventure and getting the Aggies under your control, she has received a bunch of rare elegant tombstones to help her research. She wants you to come with her to Mordona to talk to Rambros. Rambros tells us that we may be able to summon the Aggies of Ramu, Leviathan, and Shiva. We head over to the Singing Shards to the north to see if we can summon Ramu's Aggie. However, even after performing the summoning ritual, Ramu's Aggie never shows. Ymitra meets us back in Gridania and says she will look more into why. In the quest, A Matter of Fact, Ymitra has done nothing but research, but we are interrupted by Dancing Wolf, an Immortal Flames captain, asking about Tristan. We let him know of his bad summoning earlier and how we watched him burn, but it seems a man who looks just like Tristan is up to something. We ask to help in Dancing Wolf's investigation, so we head to Camp Drybone. We ask around and learn that people are being burned alive on the road, so we go to find a merchant on the road and he is being attacked by the Ul'Dah. So we help. The merchant says he saw someone attacking caravans with a fire spirit, but he had his face covered. Back in Ul'Dah, we learn Dancing Wolf was the commander of Tristan and his brother Kehedin, and that during the mission to defeat Ifrit, Kehedin was tempered to single-mindedly serve Ifrit. Tristan decided that that was no way to live and volunteered to put his brother out of his misery. Dancing Wolf feels responsible for the actions of his subordinates and wants to stop Tristan from hurting others out of what he believes to be grief. In the quest, A Minor Negotiation, Dancing Wolf has us go to the Nanawa mines to question a surviving victim of Tristan's attacks. The survivor says he won't talk unless we do some work for him. He has Dancing Wolf move some product and has us take out some Spriggans who stole the miner's fire silver. After the errand, the miner tells us that he was just working one day when the robed men appeared and set his pet demon on them. The miner ran away, but when he returned, he found that the cart full of crystals he had were missing. Ymitra appears and thinks that the reason someone would want to steal a bunch of crystals. We tell Dancing Wolf that it's likely the robed figure wants to summon a primal. Ymitra says that back in the day, the Alligans were considered powerful for being able to control the primals, but after getting big heads about it, they were seen as dangerous by non-Alligans. In the quest, Mad, Bad, and Ebon Clad, Dancing Wolf is ready to strike. He's got an ambush and a dream, and we are gonna help. So we go to Camp Blue Fog, where there will be a fake caravan that's gonna break a wheel. We lie in wait, and the idiot we tricked happily walks up to catch a beating from magic. When Dancing Wolf checks on the robed man, he sees Kehedin, meaning that Tristan died during our fight back during the level 50 quests. That's when an Ascian shows up and starts telling us that the more primals we defeat, the more the beast tribes are willing to summon more. He hopes that this will eventually swallow the world in darkness. Dancing Wolf knows that Kehedin was just a reanimated corpse puppet and that the Ascian probably has more. In the quest, I Could Have Tranced All Night, Dancing Wolf has held a service for Kehedin and now wants to finish off the Ascian, but doesn't know how to proceed. He asks us to speak with Ymitra to see if she has any ideas. Ymitra tells us she's been looking for any possible thing to use against the Ascian and knows why we couldn't get Ramu, that being that we just didn't have enough mana, and with the permanent camp of 10k, we probably never will. Ymitra says that instead of summoning the dang thing, we should instead use their magic to make us more powerful. She calls this phenomenon trancing, and the best primal to get the trance on with is none other than Bahamut, who famously almost wiped Eorzea off the face of the star, and since we were alive when it tried, we know the aether wavelengths to attune to. All we need is a place where we can commune the most naturally. So we ask Dancing Wolf to help us because he may be able to get us to a boom site. We head to Ul'Dah, and Dancing Wolf says that at night we will take an airship to the Cartano Flat. While getting ready for the trance, the Ascian shows up to stop us, and summons wave after wave of Aggie. We defeat each Aggie multiple times while communing with the many different parts of Bahamut until we fully trance and the Ascian beats feet because he is scared of Bahamut's power. In the quest, A Flair for the Dramatic, Ymitra thinks that because Ascians are ethereal entities with no hard form, they jump from body to body. And because the black masked Ascians may not be as strong as the red masked Ascians, they might not be as good at possessing bodies. Because we beat him and there were no other bodies to jump to, and because he didn't seem to do any kind of good spatial transporting, then if we lure him somewhere to our advantage, we could be rid of him forever. So we go to the Great Gubal Library in the Dravanian hinterlands to find any more information to use against him in case we need a trump card. However, the Ascian meets us there in an attempt to get rid of us before we can get rid of him. We fight the Ascian as well as whatever dead puppets he has left, and using the power of our Bahamut trance, we are able to fully erase the Ascian. Turns out, Ymitra having us go to the library in search of a final trump card was a ruse, just to get him to show up so we could defeat him.